Okay, the live stream should be starting up soon. Please give a moment to make sure everything's set on up. Good to go. Twitter's going. Dick is going. Twitch is going. Oh, he sneezed. Sorry about that. Rumble's good. Uh, Make sure the OBS files are named correctly. Okay, and now check my other computer. Yep, appears to be everything's good to go. So let's go get started. Of course, I still have a handful of replays. Let's go ahead and start up a 1v1. Don't recognize these names, or number and name. So let's go ahead and do this one here. Drink nearby. So let's go ahead and get started. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Company Rules 1 replay. On the north side as the Wehrmacht forces of Send It Sunday. On the south side as the U.S. forces or British forces. We have 76561198091340311. I swear those numbers get longer every single time. Am I going crazy or did I just see like a black blink? Maybe it's my eyes blinking. Do now have these infantry section squads advancing over the right flank. He may be eyeing to secure up this fuel sector. If you're close on this mini map, there's no place to put the truck on this side of the hedge. It's all on this side. And it appears actually he's going straight for the munition sector. He may be eyeing to set up the HQ command truck in that munition sector. We do have a lot of pioneers being pulled on the field. We do also have a bit of tank traps as well. It's not uncommon to see large pioneer opener against British forces. It helps with some good field control. Though there's no Wehrmacht quarters just yet, and he is going for 5 pioneers. Usually this build order means skip tier 1, go straight to tier 2. So we may be seeing that. Let's switch to the British forces. Let's see what we see deployed on out. Lieutenant to pack up. And now do have the pioneers trying to wire off this area. Does destroy one of the barbed wire there. I want that was on purpose. Does destroy some barbed wire there. Does throw some extra barbed wire there. Try and build some more now. And he does get the wire wired off. However, the scope rifle squad's still in this area. And there may be some traversable area there. So more barbed wire there. The same section squad just need to be in this area. Maybe eye for this VP. And let the HQ command truck pack up and crush it. We got some more pioneers. Looks like he's going to perhaps capture up with the entirety of the left side of the map. We got, of course, the tank traps here and the wire. I wonder if that's fully wired off. I think so. It's hard for me to tell. Got some additional tank traps being pulled out over here. Taking down the capture the munitions sector there. The same section going for this cutoff point. And now I've got the HQ command truck. He's eyeing to either set up in the fuel or munitions sector. I think he's going for the munitions sector since he captured that up first. More tank traps being pulled on the field. Do have a pioneer bit idle there. I think that's going to be battle phase 1. It is going to be the skirmish phase. And the wire has been demolished. What has been captured up, mission sector has been captured up as well, so you will maintain some good income. Skirmish phase has been completed. Like the Kriegsberg is going to be deployed out relatively soon. This pioneer is quite wounded. And he is going to be setting up on the munition sector there. We got the infantry squad sections advancing on forward. Scope of his eye for this cutoff point. Very nice. He's going for this cutoff point. Not really cutting off anything, but getting this point cut off, which means he will deny their income from the entirety left side of the map. So the Wehrmacht player beyond this minimal income. Lieutenants captured this sector as well. Right now the Brit has good income, and soon the Wehrmacht player will have very little income. Going for Kampfgruppe Center. Going for Grenadier. Not for 251 half track immediately. Horse Pioneers will not be able to contest against the Scope Rifle squad. And this sector has been captured on up. If he actually gets the field support truck in the sector, it could really deny a lot of resources to the Wehrmacht player. So it would be very vulnerable to Panzertrucks and anti-tank guns. Pioneers eyeing for this cutoff point. He's going to receive a lot of fire there. Got the lieutenant and the Scope Rifle squad in pursuit. Does get inside the garrison there, which will just stall for quite a bit. Does pop out. Kampfgruppe Center deployed on now the field. He may be eyeing for the infantry veterancy, or maybe even support weapon veterans, support infantry veterancy, because there's so many pioneers. He could try going for mass flamer, and he does not get inside the garrison once again, and the intersection will get some good damage onto him. We now have a fresh Bren carrier. Grenadiers now engage the intersection. Just decapture the munition sector. He may want to stop, capture that munition sector there. That's where the truck barged through that wall. And he is going to be captured that munition sector. Bren carrier advancing forward. Everyone is going for the NMG carrier. He is going for the NMG carrier. Does get inside the garrison there at the intersection. We'll be able to fire off all the models there. Stick grenade has been thrown. Does not avoid it. He ate it, but did minimal damage. There's only 4 windows on the side, but of course there's 2 Grenadier squads around in different angles there. There's another Grenadier. He needs a bandit garrison. He ate that one pretty bad though. And this intersection needs to get on out of it. Does back on out now. Intersection advance forward. He isn't supplied. Lieutenant is in the area.
NCO's reporting they have destroyed a German target.
Pioneer does go down. Minor loss. This intersection squad needs to fall back sooner rather than later, sustaining a bit too much damage. Going for a casualty clearance station there, very nice. Lieutenant could be up here to support out this intersection. He needs to fall back now. Going for a massive line of tank traps and wire, very nice. Pioneer slowly disarming this machine gun emplacement. And now we've got the Bren carrier advancing on forward. Casualty clearance station has been completed. And he is going for some rifle grenades here. Interesting. What's the Wehrmacht player going for the moment? He is going for nothing to Kriegsberg, nothing to Kampfgruppe Center. Has 2 Grenadiers, has the PaK-38. Rolls a miss. He does have Veterancy 1 infantry. He probably should eye for Veterancy 1 support units relatively soon. Got now the field support truck advancing on forward. Entirety of the left side of the map will be denied to him, barring this munitions and fuel point.
We are losing territory.
Rifle grenade should be, yep, does get completed there. Fires. Doesn't get any good hits there onto that Grenadier squad. Grenadier squad seeing a bit of fire there. PaK-38 taking some pot shots against something. He's using the PaK bug there. Does perhaps get one hit there on the PaK on the Bren carrier. Got a Flammable Warfare now research right there. It does get that one support unit. It's very nice. Rifle grenade fired. Kriegsberg has not deployed out anything additional. I believe he does have enough for a 251 half track. Each sections push away forward. One of them's a little bit wounded. Do now pair rifle grenades firing. Ooh. 2 rifle grenades finds himself a Pioneer kill. He does, of course, lose 2 of them now. He does not only have the 1 flamer at the moment. Second flamer almost popped on out. Rifle grenades gonna be firing. He could try putting a slit trench up here. Bren carrier has not been repaired on up. Let's see. He does have a field support truck in the field. Sappers on the way. Maybe some repair sappers wouldn't be half bad, but he may go for Piet sappers just in case, or maybe just keep them unupgraded for the time being. He has plenty of munitions right now. Get some good grenade hits there. Grenades trying to advance forward, and the intersections do fall back. He does drop a casualty there. Casualty clearing station. Medic is maybe charging forward. Yes, he is. May get gunned down, however. Nope, looks like he will not get gunned down for the time being. Does get us some shots there. Does take out one of the models of the Pak-38. Line up a shot. I think it's a whiff. Now I got this casualty being recovered. Does get a nice splash up there. Got 2 support units coming forward, making him fine for a lot of flame engineers. He may want to go for Vickers replacement to help him prevent him from getting overran. He does not have a captain. The captain in this area can help be a good defensive point as well. As well as he eventually builds a split trench with a captain there, so he has a split trench. Nice, stays nice and warm. The other intersections not being upgraded with anything just yet. Does get up Piet squad, though it would be very useful for 251 half track. At this moment in time, a flamer half track couldn't be half bad, but right now it doesn't have enough munitions. Does garrison the half track with a single model of a grenadier. Best keep him garrisoned in there for the time being until he gets to a nice safe location. Flamer Pioneers facing forward. Gets a small burst there and does fall back. Got flinched forward. And these squads do get suppressed there. Now's the time for Bofors placement. Piet squad. Where is the Piet squad? He is going for a 25 pounder here. Okay. And with this 251 half track area, a Bofors will be very effective versus it. Oh, some split trenches wouldn't be half bad either. You may want to get a bit of healing as well. There's a casualty there. I think his medics may be down. Got the Scope squad advancing along the flanks. Trying to... Oh, got a casualty recovery bunker there for the Wehrmacht player. Very nice. And he gets himself 2 casualties, which means he is up halfway to a 3 grenadier. Rifle grenades are firing. Get some good splash damage there. MMG carrier firing away. The MMG carrier does do decent damage versus the 251. 251 is not going to be retaliating. And Pak-38 does connect. 25 pounder could line up a barrage up here. MMG carrier does go down. These forces are suppressed. He may want to fall back. 1 casualty being claimed. He's currently up to 2 casualties recovered. 3rd one on the way. 4th one potentially could be grabbed. Does use fire it up. He does have emergency 1. At this moment in time, a Churchill couldn't be half bad. He does have enough command points for, I believe, for a Churchill ABRE, which could be decent. I just want to see the Churchill being used. Of course, his intersections are currently exhausted. 251 does fall back there. Medic does go down. He says 1 more medic running forward. And we've got the Flamer Pioneers does get inside the garrison. This will allow him to pick up this casualty. 25 pounder, I think I'm for the garrison. Nope, he's designed for those tightly grouped structures.
Oi, Atkins, listen up.
He doesn't have any suppression weapon platform, so this area could be under siege. Does get himself a free intersection. Very nice.
Going after one of our
I think he should perhaps deploy to the trench here, just something to be a good hard point, and just keep 1 squad around back and keep a garrison. You could perhaps get a Bren or well, any squad into it.
Battalion HQ is confirmed. It can start securing resources from
Increased
the
resource acquisition, getting 34 munitions income. Flamer Pioneers, we're seeing a bit of fire there. Rifle Grenade Squad needs a fallback. We're seeing a bit too much damage. Rifle Grenade Squad does fall back. In fact, everything falls back there. He needs to get some healing up and going. Does use the healing. Fresh captain in the field. He needs to get into the sector immediately in order to provide some good protection. He may want to go for a steward as well. Let's take out 1 of the British medics.
Our petrol stores are under attack.
We're listening.
No additional upgrades at the moment. He gets new rain on and he gets some splash damage. We got some Brens upgraded now. Very nice. And now, as long as the captain stays in this sector, it provides good support. It does get into the other sector. Lieutenant captures the point. The captain may want to stick in this sector there to provide the aura benefits. The sector aura benefits, should be more precise to say. And I think I just heard officer artillery, so he has gone for raw artillery. 25 pounder should be off the cooldown right now. And now starting to fire. They do got propaganda war available. This can help force back these formations that are tightly clustered up. Got another Pack 38 on the field. He does have Veteran C3 support units. So you could go for some Grenade Warfare or Neb Warfare. A Neb Warfare wouldn't be half bad, I would say. It does take out the Flamer Pioneer. Yeah, this formation is very tech pumped. I think maybe Propaganda War with Neb Warfare to barrage back the HQ could be a deadly combination. He would have Veteran C3 onto them.
We're losing a sector.
He's currently one casualty away from free Grenadier. Medic, British medic will recover a casualty. Pack 30 has been wounded there, being reinforced now. Grenadiers to get a volley on the captain. And now it does use Captain Retreat to advance on forward. Alright, for grenades, engaging these Grenadiers. They do have Veteran 2 onto them, very nice. Maybe a Storm, no, he's already selected Doctrine, Terror Doctrine. Firestorm wouldn't be half bad. He has a good amount of damage as well. He's now going for the assault phase. Flamer Pioneers engaging. Does have, of course, the base MG here. Can spit damage there. Does use Propaganda War. He's using munitions like that. You may want to eye some observation posts on these munition sectors. Of course, that's going to be expensive in manpower, in which he does still need. You can get an artillery officer as well. That could be possible. What do y'all think? An artillery officer? We've now got the assault phase complete. He's asking what his username is. Friends and rifle grenades phase 4. Does get the vehicle button and does use Propaganda War to save his 251. He still has 2 Pioneers.
25 pounder standing by.
I wonder if people who gets their accounts censored like this, I wonder if they actually know if their account got censored.
They're losing territory.
Score Park Squad, there's a bit of fire there. Grenadiers not getting hit. The Grenadier squad does fall back. Of course, does have the next battle phase. No, still. Oh, he's going straight for the pounds. Not the assault phase, but he's going straight for the battle phase. And Ostwin, no, he needs a lot of fuel still. Also, wouldn't be half bad, or Panzer IV. Grenadier squad does fall back. Let's get eventually one light vehicle to be useful versus 251 as well as the Pack 38s. Let's see, not Fog of War. Let's take a look. Oh, Pioneers are still taking up these bunkers. He actually gets that one decrewed. How many models does it take to recrew a bunker? He could actually repair it up and capture it in order to keep this sector secured. Oh, there's the Stuart. He does not have the armor command truck, so a Panzer IV would be quite useful, as well as a Ostwind. Base MG is still completely healthy. So now seeing some barrages there. Another casualty being reclaimed. Does not get 3 Grenadiers so far. Flame Pioneer does fall back. A Grenade Warfare from this Bear Kriegsmarine won't be half bad either. So against the 25 pounder, that's a constantly firing race. 70 pounder has not been pulled on the field. Very nice. Plus 1 command point.
Overwatch abilities have been passed down the line. RT able to cover kills.
Warframe is now available on the 251 half track.
Victory countdown started.
Stewart has been spotted there. Pioneer is still here. Casual recovery bunker now seeing a bit of abuse. Here comes a Warframe Barrage. He does avoid it. He's on advance forward. The bunker has gone down. Onto command. Not yet complete. Grenade has been thrown. It's gonna be good. Gets a great hit there on the grenade. Warframe half track. We've seen a bit of fire there. Pack 38s. Fires a shot there. Takes out the Steward. Warframe half track has a bit of health to work with. Grenadier's now engaging from here. Trying to use the overrun the forces there. Does use the artillery flare there. The captain's Vector Barrage. Does cancel the Panzer Command. You just want to make sure he gets a refund. First, good thing he got the refund there. First round does land where it was at. Going to take down the repair of the Warframe half track and needs to go for that Panzer Command. I think the Panzer Command, the battle phase may have been a bad option. I think going for the assault phase, going for the artillery officer and the Nebel Warfers would have been a better option. His opponent has been blobbing out quite a bit. Using some sort of anti-blobbing tool would be useful. He probably needs some munitions cache as well to get more propaganda war. Firestorm wouldn't be half bad, as well as the V1 rocket run. And deploying out a Grenade Warfare from the Kriegsberg wouldn't be half bad as well. They would be Veteran C3, and his unit's been blobbing forward, and the splash them from a Grenade Warfare wouldn't be half bad. Warframe and Barrage raining on in somewhere. I think he's just trying to hit the retreat path point. I think he was, and he largely will fail. Grenadiers are starting to get overran. This Grenadier squad may just want to fully withdraw. The other Grenadier squad seems a bit damaged. He only has 2 at the moment. Still has not been able to get another casualty or another Grenadier squad. Panzer Command has been pulling a few. Probably a very good idea to go for either Ostwind or Panzer IV. Going for Knights Crossholders, they would be Veteran C2. That's not half bad either. There's still a lot of infantry sections here. I think I would probably go like a Manchurian. An armored asset does use propaganda war there. Does lose the Panzer Command to one last Fiat.
Pioneer team ready.
This Pioneer squad does capture this point there, stalling the VP timer. And I still believe maybe it's a good idea to repair and then capture up this Vickers emplacement. This will prevent his opponent from recapturing up this area. 25-pounder barrage in this area. He's starting to hit the Kriegsberg. Kriegsberg quite damaged. Going to try to repair it up. Knights Crossholders have been pulling a fuel. He has spent a bit of fuel on light vehicle Veteran C2. Now got the Warframe and Barrage raining on in. Stewart in this region. And does find a small hit there. As Crossholders advancing forward, Grenadiers are engaged as well. Knights Crossholders engage in close range. Does drop on the Knights Crossholders models and does fall back. Going for a second Knights Crossholders now. Grenadiers do abandon the garrison. It's a pretty low on manpower at the moment. Luckily, his population right now is pretty low, so he will maintain minimal upkeep.
They're fucking shooting at us.
They're in our base. They're hitting our base.
Pioneers do fall back there. We've got the Kriegsberg getting repaired on up. These forces do fall back. Rifle grenades advancing on forward.
We are losing ground.
And the Grenadiers have seen quite a bit of damage there. Does drop a model there. Warframe and half track may want to back off a little bit. Artillery barrage raining on in. Times he probably wish he went for defensive for the extra pinto
Base
mounts.
is under attack.
Warframe and barrage, if he takes out some of these officers, that would be great. Lieutenant. Receiving misses there. It's a decent hit there. The captain retreat was a little bit backfired. Nice crossbow, so you see a bit too much damage there. It does fall back. You may use medical crates onto them.
Yes, sir.
Big Spirit has been repaired up quite nicely. He's going for another bunker here, going for another casualty recovery bunker. Grenadiers engaged from light cover. Nice crossbows advancing on forward. Gotta make sure you stay in the light cover as well. Does fall back that squad there, getting focused down. Now got more officer artillery. Does retreat back immediately. Oh, first round got a good number of kills there. Casualty recovery bunker not being put on field. And this pack is going to get overran. As crossroad is being is being reinforced. Those forced back, saves the pack rate, does not drop a single model there. An aid station has been complete. The medics are charging forward to pick up a casualty. That will give him a free grenadier. Does get a free grenadier.
Engaging target.
And starting to repair the Compcroft Center now. Getting a third grenadier is going to be very, very useful. He needed that a long time ago. Warfman Barrage running on in, trying to hit these healing forces. Has 2 stewards here. The Panzer IV would be very useful.
Let's go, Junge. Fall in. Field repairs complete.
25-pounder here.
Now got another 25-pounder being employed on out.
Ready.
Under fire here.
Cowards attack our forward base.
That's crossroads. See a bit of fire there.
Ready.
Sections push way forward. That's crossroads seeing quite a bit of damage there. Needs to fall back. These grenadiers see a bit of damage as well. These grenadiers are reaches as well. And grenadier squad needs to fall back. This nice crossroads see quite a bit of damage. We do have another propaganda war is available. It does fall force him back propaganda war. Got now the 251 eyeing for a artillery barrage in the retreat path. They're actually pretty close to taking out the casualty clearing station. Warfman barrage. Takes out the casualty clearing station there. Finds a easement there. And does use a captain retreat to get a little bit farther forward.
Cowards attack our forward base.
We got Infantry C3 light
300 points
vehicles.
left.
I still believe he should get Panzer IV.
Great, another replacement.
Does fall back with the Pioneer now.
We are losing territory.
Stuart's now advancing around the flank.
The grateful fatherland.
And now to get
glorious
the
struggle.
elite vehicle
Honor and
research.
blood. Present this Iron Cross. An elite heavy panzer has arrived at our base.
We do not have the King Tiger available. He could go for Veteran C3 Infantry next. He could use that, as well as the King Tiger. Flamer Pioneer does get forced back there. He may be used poorly designated marksman. Let's look on the Brit. Does not have the armor command truck, nor is it being researched. He has been maintaining consumption of his munitions. Has all of his infantry squads kitted out. Got the British force advancing forward. Got Knights across borders. We're seeing 17-pounder attacks. Grenadiers have seen a bit of fire there. A lot of explosives being hurled their way. Stuart's advancing forward. Grenadier squad does fall out of the garrison now. Does fall back entirely. Warfman barrage raining on in. Does get some good damage onto them. This Brent squad is down to 2 models as well. These crossroads can make their advance, but they're a little bit unsupported. They focus on the Brent squad. Brent squad may get wiped out. One Knights crossroads do fall back. Brent squad may get wiped out still. Does not get wiped out there. He's trying to pursue the lieutenant. Does fall back now. Grenadiers pushing way forward. Warfman maybe eyeing for a barrage. That's a fresh Warfman. Got these 2 Stuarts advancing forward. He could really use a King Tiger to help put holes in these Stuarts, as well as everything in the front line. His boat will not be able to advance in the reach of the King Tiger. Those lose one of the Stuarts. Got now also artillery now raining on in. Fresh intersection has been reformed. Is that creeping barrage? Still officer artillery. Yep, still just officer artillery. Needs good damage there, though there may be a creeping barrage in the mix of it. Warfman barrage raining in back here. Does reveal the casual clearing station. This could be very deadly. And it rolls up. Oh, mostly a miss. Couple hits. So now trying to recapture the flanks. Right now, the Brit does have a VP lead. Does get Veteran C3 on his light vehicles. Really stand to get Veteran C3 on its infantry. He does cut a bit of wire there so he can advance in those sectors. He could send the Scope Rifle Squad down in those sectors and start capturing the left side of the map. Scope Rifle Squad, of course, will move much more freely.
The enemy is seizing our territory.
Now another Warframe half-track now being employed on the field. And Scope Rifle Squad does fall back now. Intersections. Seen a bit of Warframe barrages there. Getting knocked around. Seeing a good number. Ooh, that was a great Warframe barrage. Nice crossroads advancing on forward. Trying to get some good damage there. Does finally go for Veteran C3 infantry units. Nice crossroads does fall back. And we do have this intersection falling back as well. Nice crossroads do fall back. Quite a bit of damage on this one. Does drop the model. Down south, we got the Stuart moving around. These forces advancing forward. Rifle grenades are firing, trying to salvage the Stuart wreckage. Very nice. He can still use the King Tiger. Just needs more manpower. The Brit has... I think he has... May have lost the intersection. Nope, I don't think he has. Grenadiers getting some shots down the rifle grenades. Put it on these forces. Another lieutenant now pulled on the field on to get his infantry blob a bit more effective. As crossroads in advance. Grenadier squad getting some good damage on in. These good damage there. Rifle, artillery, officer artillery now raining on in. Getting some good damage. And the Grenadier squad see a bit of abuse as well. Warfman half track now eyeing for a barrage over here. Eyeing for a barrage back at home. It may get some good damage here. 70 pounder does go down. Getting some good damage onto the casualty clearing station, which is being immediately being repaired on up. More casualty being recovered by the Wehrmacht forces. I'm not sure how many have currently ever been recovered. Looks like that casualty does get killed off. He just only has one recovered at the moment. Nice crossroads push way forward to get some good damage as well. This nice cross corridors, they're being forced on back. This one may get wiped out. A lot of fire in this retreat. And does manage to escape on out of there. More artillery barrage raining on in. Grenadier pushing way forward. Grenadiers see a bit of fire there. And got more artillery raining on in. He does have 100 munitions out. He could save for propaganda war. He's got to be getting a good amount of command points for Firestorm, as well as potentially for V1. As crossroads just push way forward. Down south, got the Stuart forcing back this Pioneer. He may lose a Pioneer. As crossroads advancing forward, we see a bit of fire there. Does fall back now. He does use Propaganda War to force back the majority of these forces. So we got this Bren squad and left in this region.
We're back in the fight.
Wolfram and Barrage raiding on in. Yep. It is live. We do not have these infrastructure push way forward, overrunning the Knights Crossholders and Grenadiers. Knights Crossholders are gaining some good damage onto these forces. Grenadiers squad does fall back. No grenades, doesn't have munitions, so we can spend on grenades. Knights Crossholders gain does hold back there, so does Grenadier squad. Got artillery raining on in, trying to hit these Warfmen. I do cast Company Heroes 1 live every single Wednesday and Thursday, barring any interruptions. Grenadier squad does fall back in time. I would say he needs to get the manpower of the King Tiger, but it's simply just not a possibility at the moment. Casualty Cover Bunker see a bit more attacks here. Casualty Cover Bunker does go down. Grenadier needs some reinforcements, so does the Knights Crossholder. Grenadier see a bit more use now. If a Warfman half-tracks itself cooled down, that could be very useful to hit this region. Got Vector Artillery now being put on in. Grenadier squad does fall back. This Grenadier squad needs to stay their distance. More artillery raining on in. Does use heroic charge there. Grenadiers, Knights Crossholders trying to get some more damage on in. The other Knights Crossholders is way down here. Time for the capture point there. Pack 38 does get discovered. Does still have another Pack 38 somewhere, I believe.
Defended the fatherland and the day.
Yep, it's in the center of the map. He has not. He simply have not have had manpower to save the Tiger. But that's the thing. Grenadiers push way forward. Knights Crossholders are also here to support as well. Warfram half-tracks could get a massive barrage there. I see these shadows. The barrage is running up in. Gets good hits on the Fiat squad. Gains some good splash damage using the base healings, the casualty cover healing as well. Gets some decent damage with the 25 pounder. I think it's really want to hit the infantry. He does can't afford for the King Tiger. King Tiger now pull on the field. The Grenadier squad does fall back now. King Tiger's trying to make his or advance around the field point. And the VP has been captured by the Wehrmacht player, which not only captures in his favor, but also stalls out the game. King Tiger making his advance over here. Stu do not have armor command truck, nor is going to get out one. Stewart being put on the field. Pietz will roll some misses there. You need to make sure to focus on those Piet squads with his forces. Everything else could be ignored for the time being. Grenadier squad trying to capture this munitions sector. Warfram and Barrage running on it. Does use Propaganda War. I think the artillery barrage is being brought in right there. He may be on for the 25 pounder. Gains some damage on the 25 pounder. And takes out the repair sapper. Very good. Ren squad does go down as well. I think this is the point where the bridge starts disintegrating. He has nothing to stop a King Tiger. Pietz, I don't find Pietz reliable. And they're getting hit. Now the Knights Crossholders need to focus down these Piet squads. If he gets one of them wiped out, one's manageable. Two can be a bit difficult. Knights Crossholders, one that does get fully wiped, however. Does get some hits on the Pioneers. Does he capture this point? Also stalling out the game. This point is being captured by the Brit at the moment. Its Pioneer squad does fall back there. Its force sort of advance forward needs to focus down the Piet squad. He could button it. He does have munitions to work with. They hit there onto the Piet squad now. Making him dance around. Grenadier squad see a bit of hits as well. He does use Propaganda War. May see a Warfram. We are seeing a Warfram barrage on the retreat. Here comes a Warfram barrage. 25 pounder has been partially repaired up. He has two squads of Piets on the field. And there goes 25 pounder. Another important threat against the King Tiger. Grenadier squads do fall back. This VP has been captured on up. The King Tiger needs to start protecting it.
Ready for action. Under fire.
Finds a small hit there and does fall back now. We may nope, no Warfman barrage. That's Crossroads advancing. This is not a fresh one. He may use a bit of munitions to get it healed up. He does take on the scope rifle squad. He does have access to Firestorm. I believe that's enough command points for the V1. If he saves for 1 minute of munitions for the V1, it could potentially do some great work. Warfman barrage raining on in. Pioneer's charging forward. King Tiger not fully repaired at the moment. Does put a bit of time to repair it up. Pioneer squads may want to fall back sooner rather than later. Let's get the King Tiger clutch in there. He is now hitting the King Tiger. Let's get his ship damage. Got 25 pounder barrage running in. Yeah, there's the second 25 pounder here. There's on the King Tiger. Grenadiers are going to receive vector target from the captain. Captain may go down. Captain does go down. Needs to fall back these forces. The first 25 pounder round is going to rain in soon. And I guess he's not receiving the artillery barrage from the vector target. These forces do fall back. And the V1 is now available. It does cost 150 munitions. Going for a slit trench now. I believe the captain should have been back here this entire time, providing this sector good ore benefits. Warfman barrage now running on in, trying to get some damage over here, getting some good damage. Grenadiers, V1. Grenadier does fall back. And depending how this V1 lands, could be the end of the game. He does lose that Grenadier squad. He's not responding as well. These units about to get nuked. Does heroic charge away? That one unit got nuked. Right now, the Wehrmacht player has a good amount of manpower. Plenty for escape. Can always use more munitions. The Brit does have a small munitions reserve. Make that no munitions reserve after reinforcing. He's down to 3 infantry sections, 2 Piets, or 1 Piet. He does go for repair sapper. Lieutenant is severely wounded. He's trying to get the casualty clearing station up as well. And that Stewart does go down to the PaK 38. Warfman barrage running in. King Tiger repaired on up. I still believe a Panzer IV could be very useful in this moment in time. Or Ostland. Gain some good damage on these forces. As Crossroads trying to capture this sector, the Brit could play the VP game. Does use canister around there. Doesn't get any models to Knights Crossholders. And now the Knights Crossholders do fall back now. Getting some hits there. King Tigers have gained some shots. Knights Crossholders advancing on forward. Got the course 2 Warfmen still in the area. PaK 38 camouflage here. Severely wounded. Grenadiers seem to fire there. Knights Crossholders going to get some great damage. And Knights Crossholders needs to fall back now. They're prone to being wiped. Does use propaganda war, which is a complete whiff. Warfman barrage now trying to hit the retreat path once again. The HQ match received quite a bit of repairs there. It's good damage across the line. Casualty clearing station could use some repairs as well. And now I got the 25 pounder barrage trying to hit the King Tiger. Casualty clearing station now being repaired on up.
We have gained the momentum on the field.
And the infantry section is also trying to capture the sector. Do now the Knights Cross Soldiers receive a bit of fire there. Knights Cross Soldiers do force back the infantry section there. It does maintain the capture at this point. Another Wolfram Barrage, maybe trying to hit. I think trying to hit right there. It's a good hit. See a bit of damage there. Starting to heal up these units. Oh, and I sort of heard something blow up. Oh, another Stuart went down. I think Wolfram Barrage rained wide and got a direct hit. I don't think that was. Remember, Wolfram half-tracks, their scatter is wide. So, yeah. I don't believe that was a map hack.
We are losing ground.
Yeah, plus as well, if you look up bring up Fog of War, I don't see anything at the moment. We've now got these King Tigers trying to get some more damage over here. So we need to focus on the Piet squad, because that's the only thing that poses a threat to King Tiger, who's now fully repaired. That's Crossroads overrunning the Piet squad. Now I've got these forces now falling back. Wolfram and Barrage running on in. It killed the lieutenant. Yep. So that can be a bit difficult. He did, I think, eliminate one lieutenant. Yeah, he did eliminate one lieutenant, so has the other one. The captain, of course, has already gone down. Going for a sending pounder there. That could be used to hit the King Tiger. As Cross Soldiers does fall back now.
Alright, listen up, gents.
Half tracks way forward. 17 pounder now completed.
17 pounder ready. 17 pounder ready.
Wolfram and Barrage raining on in. Does get a bounce there? Did the King Tiger just bounce on the 17 pounder? We got a nice barrage there. Those sappers received quite a bit of damage there. Nice cross swords couldn't hold the line. The Fairmark player doesn't have a lot of VPs remaining and is counting down against him. I still believe he should get out a Panzer IV or Ostwind. He probably just needs to save up munitions for another V1. Firestorm could be useful as well. If he is able to force retreat and then Firestorm the retreat path, that could be very useful. The V1 has, of course, a long cast time, while the Firestorm has a relatively short cast time. Does force back these forces. Something else he could go for is some munitions observation posts to get some more munitions income. The left side of the map has been done untouched the entire game, so getting out some munitions outposts, observation posts, could allow him to get a lot more of his off maps. Very powerful off maps. Nice cross soldiers advancing forward. Do now the Wolfram half track raining on in. Finds good hits there. That may have done it. He finally got a look at that. Tommy's dead. He is now out struggling for manpower. Not all these squads can be reinforced. Here comes the next barrage. I think it got a squad wipe there. Knights Cross Sword advancing on forward to finish the job. Does use healing there. Very important. It's another Knights Cross Sword needs advance on forward. 71 kills, 28 kills. I think that was the one who got the deadly hit there. That was not a sign of map hack. If he retreats back, he knows where the retreat point is. That's not going to be a map hack. If he's going to take a blind barrage, this is definitely the place to do a blind barrage. You now also have the nice crossovers over here, capturing the point, receiving a bit of Piet fire there. And now it's going to take time to barrage down 70-pounder. Nice crossovers to capture this point there. And now do have the nice crossovers falling on back. Point could be recaptured on up by something.
Victory point is being
Eyeing for a barrage here. Does take the casualty clearing station there. Going from another casualty clearing station there. Pioneers showing that 70-pounder who's boss. It's probably these intersections. Nice crossovers advancing on forward. Pioneer capturing the VP. Another barrage over here, trying to really hit the 70-pounder. And the rounds are scattering out pretty wide. Now these nice crossovers in a bit of fire there. Casualty clearing station going on has been deployed. King Tiger finds and hits there onto the 70-pounder. 70-pounder, I think, using the armor-piercing rounds. Another good hit there. Takes the 70-pounder. Lieutenant dodging those shots. Nice crossovers pushing forward. Do now have the King Tiger gain some good damage on in. The Brits just down the minimal manpower. Not enough munitions for a Firestorm nor V1, but could seal the deal. There's a capture in favor of the Wehrmacht as well, a double capture at the moment. He is now bouncing. He's not capturing the Southern VP. Granted, he does have some VPs to trade for. He can trade VPs for resources.
Losing a sector.
He simply has nothing to deal with this King Tiger. Piets are just inadequate. King Tiger bouncing off those Piets. Nice crossovers make their advance. I think another Warfman barrage raiding on in. Danger close for the nice crossholders. Damn engine crit there. Not sure where that barrage is going. Oh, because he may have lost a Pioneer there. King Tiger's still pretty healthy. Still got Captain Favor, Wehrmacht player. King Tiger making his advance. The squad only has one. Nope, does have 2 Piets going. I just see a drop Piet over here. He may be eyeing for a very, very close range barrage now. Does button the King Tiger to reduce his damage output. Not going to kill it off. Here comes 25-pounder. He may be eyeing for the 17-pounder now. Let's take out the A4 HQ as well as catching clearing station. He does have access to the V1. Has enough munitions for it. If he doesn't feel like the V1 will connect, he can always drop the Firestorm. And I'm not sure what the Brit is doing. Well, I think he's maybe just AFK. He does fall back now. Of course, it'll be a long retreat back home. It will retreat back to here, right? V1 rocket runs somewhere. Is it right here? How do you have vision of this area? Oh, yeah. Oh, nope, it was not right there. Was that the V1? I think that's the V1. It almost sounded like I thought it was going right there for some odd reason. But that is great time to stop the V. No, these are the Warfmans. So where? Oh wait, there's the V1. Have you ever seen the V1 like this? Take a good look at it. Either way, this is Angrade saying thank you for watching and on to the next replay. I don't know why, that just seems a great time to stop the replay. There's that replay done. Let's go on for a 2v2. Don't recognize these players, so let's do it. Greens have 1 and grade here for another Copy Rose 1 replay. Spawn on top right side as the British forces, we have Droppy. Spawn as the US forces, we have SRV. Spawn on bottom right side as the Panzer Elite forces, we have Wagon. And spawn as the Panzer Elite player, we have Taylor. Spelled funny. Is that the neither uppercase nor lowercase? It's just funny. Third case. I have 1 inches always. Why did he cap that? He did not go for the another engineer. What is he eyeing? 1 engineer is really uncommon, isn't it? And he capitalized that. Why? So now the field point not being captured on up. As well, now we've got the scope rifle squad being knocked around by the Kettengrad. Panzer Grenadiers, they could eye for this garrison for a bit of heavy cover there. Or garrison will cover. Kettengrad maybe eyeing to capture the point now. Seems a little bit far away though. Panzer Grenadiers engage in close range. Does get one of them picked off. Does get G43's researched immediately. And Kettengrad's doing a good job knocking around this scope rifle squad. Who slowly reduce their damage output. We got the second Panzer Grenadiers pushing forward. Kettengrad's parked in a location that is great. Easy to knock around this infantry section. Let's drop another model there. And looks like the Scarborough squad will be forcing back. His HQ command truck is not packed up at the moment. And up here we do have the Kettengrad capturing up this northern munitions point, in which the US player has not touched these points because he only has 1 engineer. That's one reason why he didn't even go for he tend to go for a second engineer just simply for capping pressure in certainly the beginning game. And now the northern BP is going to be forfeited to the Panzer Elite player with no fight. Let's go ahead and select the British player. That's going to be a bit more of a wider degree of openers for the Brits. We do have Lieutenant. We do have the scope rifle squad not getting reinforced at the moment. Going for another intersection now. He should really enforce that intersection. And now the Panzer Grenadier squad trying to capture this point. The Jeep doing a good job knocking him out of it. Rifleman squad may decapture the point. That's usually a job of the Kettengrads. Does get to continue capturing with this model here. It does send the other Panzer Grenadier to capture the point there. So the point does get captured by the Panzer Grenadiers. We got these teammates Panzer Grenadiers now firing away against good damage from the Riflemen. Scope Rifle squad now been reinforced. We got another intersection. I think he stalled out reinforcing that squad so he get out his 3rd squad as soon as he can. But I think he had a plan. I sort of disagree with the plan. Panzer Grenadiers engaging the Rifleman squad at close range. Kettengrad going behind to knock him around. Jeep here eyeing to knock around the Panzer Grenadiers. A bit of a tit for tat. And this Panzer Grenadier squad does fall back, severely wounded. And it could be pursued and wiped out. Maybe he's not pursuing? A little bit too late for it. And yep, he does go and turn around. Speedy Governors have been researched. G43 squad now going to receive some Jeep fire. HQ command truck is now packed on up. And the Jeep is now engaging the Kettengrad at point-blank range, though the Jeep itself has seen quite a bit of damage there. Another intersection advancing forward, unupgraded, out of supply. And this scope rifle squad aligned to go for that fuel point now. We do have the engineers in there for repairs. This rifle squad pushes way forward. And the G43 squad does fall back. Got these Panzer Grenadiers pushing over this flank. One of them is severely wounded. Has this player got the G43 squad? He's not deployed on G43 squad. He does have Luftwaffe ground forces selected. You can see by the Luftwaffe ground forces that can be brought on in. So he's eyeing for some flak 88s, maybe a Vorberwin. Intersection decapturing that fuel point. And this rifle squad has seen a bit of fire there. Some of these Panzer Grenadier models are running forward. Some of them will be picked off. Over here, do now have the Panzer Grenadiers pushing forward, trying to get some damage there onto the infantry section. Armor car has now been deployed on the field. He does also get the comp-proof company as well as the Panzer Air Command. The Scorpar squad is going to see a lot of fire. Got another Scorpar squad inside the garrison. Fuel point will be captured. The squad does fall back. HQ command truck, not sure what's at the moment. Got this squad of 8 support. Does have the nearby support of a lieutenant. They just lose a whole Panzer Grenadier squad there. See 3 casualties there. I wasn't really paying attention. I think so. He's down to 2 squads. Got this G43 squad advancing forward. We got these 2 222s now pushing way forward. Can get some great damage there. Gotta be careful about the friendly fire. 222s can splash each other pretty easily. That's Kennedy advancing forward. That's the Luftwaffe ground forces. We do have no visible doctrine selected just yet. Or a doctrine selected. And now got these forces pushed way forward. Let's force back these Panzer Grenadiers. Jeep knocking around these Panzer Grenadiers. He may wipe out one of these squads. No, he does not.
An enemy unit.
Is see if we go to this kind of grad, there is a camouflage pattern for Luftwaffe ground forces, so there's nothing loaded in the back like other doctrines. Jeep now are seeing some auto cannon fire. Will quickly go on down. This 2-2 does get the engine critted. Jeep going to be back in off. He does not focus down the Jeep. Rifleman squad going to be pursuing the 2-2 now. Jeep is high in support. Another 2-2 is faint forward. The rifle squad does get ripped apart. So trying to focus it down. Jeep does go down. This rifle squad will go down. Out of control. Does get efficiency 1. Does go for defense efficiency. And rifleman does get wiped out. We got these 2-2s advancing on forward as well. The amount of 2-2s on the field, it may be a good idea to go for bow for some placement, but he may lose one of these intersections. He does receive a bit of healing, but next volley of auto cannon could take him out. Those go behind some heavy cover now. Also, he does see that intersection. Oh, was that the lieutenant? That was a lieutenant. Rifleman squad advancing forward. Got some 2-2s here. This 2-2 receiving a bit of small arms fire. And now these intersections are backing off to the casualty clearing station. Over here, these rifle squads push way forward and got the Kennedy decapturing this cutoff point now.
Kampfgruppe Company has reported in and is ready to be deployed.
And tracks are now available. Rifleman, oh, booby trap has been attained, so we've got Scorched Earth and Luftwaffe ground forces. We do see a Luftwaffe ground forces squad. Right now, the U.S. player just has rifleman, does have supply yard, does have a motor pool, Greyhound with OQ. Unknown doctrine selected. And the British player does not be able to select doctrine either. Does have his field support truck going for a lieutenant, maybe eyeing for a Stuart. Yes, does connect. Needs another shot there. Just trying to pursue. Got some Pantrax squads here. Another player's tank buster, so he won't be able to get double Pantrax. There's a lot of Pantrax there. A lot of rifleman squads advancing forward. And does take out the Kettingrad now. We now have some roadblocks being pulled out of here. Very nice. Greyhound now being upgraded with the armor skirts. 50 cal will probably be shortly after. Brits also expended most of his munitions, or based its entirety of munitions. Does have PS and 2 scope rifle squads. Greyhound does get a good shot there onto the 2-2s, trying to blitz away, but the engine does get critted by the 30 cal pinto mount. PD, tank destroyer? That would be incorrect. Armor car, receiving a bit of damage. Intersection all behind some heavy cover there, which is good position. Piet squad push way forward, no lieutenant there to support him. In fact, he has not rebuilt his lieutenant. Over here, Panzer squad is advancing forward. Rifle squad receiving a bit of fire.
Secure. I don't see any sign of Jerry. Standing by.
This point has been captured on up. Panzertrucks do get a volley onto the M8. And there's now a big wave of Panzertrucks trying to reach down the forward British HQ. Let's get some good damage there. Rifleman squad going to use the area for reinforcements. Greyhound is trying to get some damage as well. Distracting these Panzertrucks can be very useful. Bars now deploying the field, and these Panzer Grenadiers are quite wounded. Once the engineers are done repairing up the Greyhound, he should probably repair up his teammates' HQ. Panzer squad does fall back, but now got more Panzer shots there onto the HQ.
Contact report. Enemy vehicle.
Greyhound is able to fire there. Light Yak track right there somehow. Does get fully mobilized there. His main gun destroyed crit. It's no longer mobilized, but still goes down. Does get damage and crit there with the small arms fire. Light Yak track's almost destroyed. It does go out of control now.
NCO's reporting they have destroyed a German target.
Kaliningrad does spot the captain capture the
Going
munitions
after one of our
sector,
munitions
and now in for the field munitions sector. 222 now advance forward, trying to get a good hit there onto the captain, does force him back. You now have a heavy assault grenadier, heavy infantry. I always get that name mixed up. Rifle squad here is receiving quite a bit of damage there. Got these rifle squad push way forward. These guys are also wounded. Does he have triage center? He does not have triage center. That's why he's quite wounded. May need to fall back. Vigorous replacement and 70 pounder both employed on the field. Stewart now pushing way forward, trying to get a hit there onto the 2-2. Rifle squad does fall back, could be wiped out. Answer round onto the heavy assault grenadier, heavy infantry. And grad advancing on forward. 2-2 receiving a hit there. That is a landmine deployed out by the US player. The Kaliningrad does spot it. Kaliningrad does spot it. It does destroy it there. Do now trying to hit this infantry section. It does go and deploy out some wire there. Stewart finds a good hit there onto the 2-2, getting body blocked by his own Kaliningrad. Stewart does not find another shot there, trying to avoid these Panzertrucks. The Stewart has full health, so can withstand a bit of abuse, but there are 4 Panzertruck squads here. Can't withstand that much abuse. Gopard squad does fall back now. We do now have the deployed Edmonton marksman being deployed on out. And these squads are all being forced back as well. Trying to deploy us to the trench there. This point is still catched up by the British player.
Recon section active and sniper rifle issued.
And now we do have an M3 half-track being upgraded with the 50 cal, the quad 50 cal upgrade. Relatively rare thing to see, but I like to see it.
CP lorry ready to deploy. Ready to roll.
Armor command truck now deployed out in the field.
More entrenching tool and I'll snap.
And multiple slit trenches will be completed.
Unknown number of enemy are moving on one of our victory points.
And we've got that Panzer Grenadier squad being forced on back. Rifle squad receiving a fire there. Got the light gas track advancing forward. Now got the verbal wind deployed out as well. Light M1AT gun does get a good hit there on the light TF track. 2-2s and verbal wind getting some good damage on these rifleman squad. Rifleman squad here needs to fall back. Does get the central point captured up. The Allies still have all 500 BPs. Cancer round annihilates one of the squads to get a couple of the members while at it. Credits there onto the Steward. Needs to fall back. Does pick up Panzer there with the Rifleman squad. Water half track gets some good suppression here. Force back to those Panzer Grenadiers. Everyone rolls quick on the quad. Steward integrate down the quad half track, so it's plenty of help to work
Galleon
with.
HQ has confirmed it can start securing resources from the area.
And one AT guns in the area to help recover its retreat. So has only one engineer. He mentioned before in the beginning of the game, all caps, that he has one engineer. And that also, and 222 does go down. The Flak Irving has seen a bit of fire as well. That Flak Irving, verbal win. A mounted Flak Irving. You have a 40 HQ here, very nice, which will give some extra hailing and reinforcement in front line. And right now, the US player still has 4 command points, no visible doctrine. Got a landmine here. The Brit has 5 command points and no visible doctrine either. Of course, the Hensley player here does have the verbal win. He's probably on his way to Flak 88 eventually. And his teammate has stuff selected. We know about the roadblocks. Haven't seen any booby traps just yet. Verbal one does receive a shot there. Rifleman squads need some damage. Rifle squad or scope rifle squads advancing on forward. Let's get some damage here. Looks like the Verbal one does go down to mortar half to the AT guns. Mortar half track does get some shots there. Mortar does wipe out one of the crews. If the gun itself is almost destroyed, the half track may finish it off. One more good pen, it will go down. And the AT gun does get fully destroyed. Rifle squad pushing forward does get a fully immobilized Steward. And the Steward's now receiving multiple hits there. Light half track getting some good hits. SDG squads and G43 squads pushing forward. Looks like looks like a bunch of US repair engineers does go down. We have a command tank here as well that may be inspiring this Steward, who has no tracks or engine. Nope, it looks like not appear to be close enough. And those are the mortar half tracks getting some good pens onto the Steward as well. So maybe he'll finish it off himself. And the Steward does go down to the mortar half track, a rare kill for it. Scope our squads paints forward, trying to get some damage there onto 222s. AT gun may get destroyed. Does avoid the mortar fire, however. Central VP has been scorched. This will stall out the game for the Panzer League players. Pantrix pushing his way forward, trying to find another engagement. Now got 70 powder being flooded in the field.
Supercharged rounds to the artillery.
Supercharged rounds not available, so he's gone for Royal Artillery. Teammate has left an infantry, so both of them have access to various artillery assets. All have power troops available. I think the M2, first M2 deployed on the field as well. Going for frag grenades as well. Rifleman gains some good damage on the Pantrax squads. Still got the quad half track firing away. And now I've got a Flak 88 being put on the field.
A munitions sector.
This can help destroy all the AT guns in the area, as well as ward away any sort of vehicle. Got some map accusations. And Grenadiers being forced on back. He says he is hacking, or map hacking. Let's see what they see. He does have the one with the mortar half track, which is currently firing right there. So far I've seen nothing that would suggest that. And there goes the flak 80, to the quad half track. Showing who's a real anti-aircraft unit. Got some more hits there onto these scope rifle squads. Luftwaffe ground forces see a bit of fire there. Artillery raining on in, taking out the flak 80 and now with the creeping barrage. And maybe just officer artillery. Got a flak Irving back here, which now seems artillery fire as well. Does get some pants over there. Now how these do see a bit of fire there from the Panzerschreck. Flak Irving getting some good damage there. More artillery raining on in. Looks like an awful power shoot from the US player. Though that Flak Irving does go down to the 25-pounder. Hummels cannot be pulled in. He actually had 2,000 manpower. He is not eyeing for Panther research at the moment. He does have all the structures for Panthers. Don't really need anti-vehicle assets like that at the moment, so he does have plenty of manpower for Hummels. He may be going for 3 the amount of manpower he has stored up. It takes 10 population each, and he can fit 2 more in. Let's see now. We got a blind barrage just being rained on in right there. Let's scout the landmine. Antrax squads push way forward. Scope rifle squads in the areas. 3 of them. They're all inspired by a lieutenant as well. These Panzer Grenadiers do fall back now. Second home will not pull it on the field. Over here, Panzer Grenadiers, they get interrupted doing the roadblocks, but looks like he did actually get them all built. Panzer Grenadiers push way forward and get some good damage. Got a number of SG squads here. You may want to go for some 4-man squads to get improve their health and damage. Does throw a grenade there, does largely avoid it. Rifle squad now efficiency 2. Good mortar hit there onto that rifleman squad. Does fall back now. Now got some more artillery raining right there. This looks like a regular Hummel barrage. SCGs now trying to engage their riflemen. Got a number of roadblocks in this reach as well. The base, the 4 HQ here, does provide some good healing. M2 or 2500 gets good hit there. Does fully destroy that heavy assault grenadier, heavy infantry. Does get some hits there onto these rifleman squads. And it's going to be skirting around. Does lose the 4 HQ now. What happened?
We have destroyed an enemy unit.
I mean, he's barraging the HQ. I'm pretty sure they know about that. Oh crap, not cinematic mode. Damn it. And that may cause the map now to be plugged out for the rest of the game. Let's get some good hits there. Does need to fall back. Got a large amount of fire coming onto them. And got this squad being forced on back as well. I think one way we can now fix the... Let's see, trying to... Maybe if I zoom in all the way. And then zoom out. Can that fix the camera angle? Nope. So now we're going to have really bad at camera angles for the rest of the game. I think that may fix it. That's better. Not perfect. Look off ground forces do get forced back there. These squads are advancing on forward. We got these forces. Yep, that didn't really fix it. One time I managed to fix it. I'm not sure how though.
The enemy is weakening even now. We are losing a sector.
Oh, have to be zoomed in nice and good now. Just have to make it a bit more angled. Rifle squad's advancing on forward. Rifle squad seeing a bit of fire there. Asgard's pushing forward, trying to get some good damage. Looks like the central BP trying to be repaired on up. Rifle squad receiving a bit of fire as well. Got these scope rifles advancing on forward, trying to get some hits there onto these Panzerk squads. And I've got these rifle squads trying to engage around the flank. Look, looks like they do a final landmine there. Rifleman squads we receive a lot of damage there, but we've got these sections trying to advance along the flank. There's 4 scope rifles. A number of riflemen here as well. Panzergrenadiers are trying to advance forward, but just probably a little bit too much here for them to deal with. Does get a good hit there with the Hummel, however. Rifleman squads do fall back. Another good hit there. Scope rifle squads advancing on forward. Hummel at 5 kills is a pretty close range Hummel, so we'll be able to get some accurate barrages. This Hummel is a little bit wounded as well. Another Hummel barrage raining on in. Now it's a little bit slow. Let's see if we can't fix the camera angle because of damn cinematic mode bug. Let's see, I managed doing it once before. Yep, and I don't remember how I did it before. I think there was airborne in the field, and I managed to use the falling airborne for that. Avery going to cinematic mode. Zoom in all the way. Get out of cinematic mode, and nope. Now I've got the Potion Makers engaging the M1AT gun. M1AT gun does get decrewed, but this Panzergrenadier does disable the point there. And now I've got the Greyhound, a fresh Greyhound pull on field. That could be from the off-map combat group. No, he does not have off-map combat group available, so he does have manually built that one. 50 cals on the way. SCG squad is going to see a bit of fire. The Allies still have all 50 tickets. Panzergrenadier squad does fall back. Over here, got these forces pushing forward. Panzergrenadier start engaging. Takes out MG bunker there, I believe, and does fall back now. Rifle squad advancing forward, trying to get a sticky bomb there. Does get a good hit with the Greyhound. They got a bit of artillery on it. The Hummel does go down to the counter barrage. There's a lot of artillery hitting it. These forces trying to advance forward, trying to engage that 222. And now the 222 is seeing a bit of damage there, even from the 50 cal. Panther pull on the field. That could be one way to deal with a Greyhound. 222 sort of blitz her way right there. Rolls a miss. Rolls a pen there. Destroyed him right there, so that Greyhound's good as dead. I think that 222 did in fact go down as well. Yep, it did go down. Let's get a sticky bomb onto that Panther now. Does get damage and crit. The other one's going to be standing and fighting. The Rifle Squad does fall back. It's currently is a double capture favor with the US players. Ultra makes fancy support with their FG-42s. Gets good damage there on the Scope Rifle Squad.
They have 200 points left.
And that Infrastructure Squad does fall back. Panzer Squad's advancing on forward. And these forces now is trying to run away. The Scope Rifle Squad trying to make its way forward. There's your point, doesn't mark some there onto that Oceanjäger. Panzer Squad's making their way forward. We've got another MG in place to suppress down these Panzergrenadiers. Takes a hit on the 70 Powder, who is forming paired up by these Piet squads in combat. Does force back both the squads. And now it's a little bit quiet. Let me see if I can't fix the damn cinematic mode. I wonder if I go like this, that fix it? Nope. Yep, damn cinematic mode.
They're taking one of our points.
They really don't like each other right now, I guess. We now got the Panther see a bit of fire there. Rifleman squad does get forced back there. This Rifleman squad does those sticky bomb. The other one still has damage and crits, so this one will likely get damage and crit as well. Yes, it does. Hands grenadiers push way forward. Rifleman squad does fall back over here. Do have these forces. That's going to be damage to the mortar half track. Mortar half track receiving a lot of artillery fire there. Now these nice crossers try and push way forward against get damage onto the rifleman. And that Hands Grenadier squad does get wiped out. He maybe was eyeing for a grenade on the other one. Does fan into the garrison. Does need to get out of the garrison and falls back. And does dodge the grenade there. G43 squad push way forward. Does use suppressive fire there to reduce the support. It looks like the AT gun does get decrewed.
Weapon crew lost. We are losing contact with one of our sectors.
We got Birkentiga on the field. Let's up and cover some vehicles. I wonder how many cars are on the field there. I know that's a Kettengrad here.
Enemy unit down.
Oh, we do have a... No, that's a US quad half-track. Damn, cinematic mode bug. It's hard to see anything. Gotta keep it angled like this. Rifleman squads push way forward. Gains some good damage on the Hands Grenadier. Does fall back. Looks like there's sector artillery now raining on in. If you take a look at everybody's resources, the US player is pretty close to getting off-map combat group. Has plenty of manpower for it as well. You have this player, which is... Wait. The Brit still has a... Oh yeah, he's one for Royal Artillery. And still has no visible doctrine, has plenty of resources stored up, barring munitions. Has the armor command truck as well. He does have the command tank as well. The low-off ground forces player does have a bit of manpower and munitions. Not a lot of fuel at the moment. And one less vehicle there. Not sure what it was. Some sort of half-track. Of course, now trying to run away. Sector artillery is still running this sector. Infantry Megers may want to fall back. I've got the Henschel Strafe support now running on in as well. Run at these Firefly and the command tank. Roll some misses there. Infantry Meger does get wiped out there. Got 3 intersections here. 2 are scope rifles. The Brent squad inside the slit trench. More intersections main support does fully withdraw them. Now got some more artillery raining in this back sector. You have the light half tracking hit. Light half track does go down. Kind of going forward with a good engagement. Got the Firefly, see a bit of fire there. Rifle squads advancing on forward, trying to get some good damage to the Panzer Grenadiers. Brent squads do wipe out that Panzer Grenadier. Martyr deployed on the field, interesting. Getting annihilated by the M1 AT gun. And the Panther there is blocking its retreat, so it will go down. And, oh, I forgot to mention, the Scorched Earth player does have 2 Hummels in the field, 2 Panthers, only a couple Panzer Grenadiers, and 222, and the Birkentiga. And a good amount of fuel, manpower, and munitions. If there's a steep bit of fire there, second artillery now raining on in, forcing back the Rifleman squad. And over here, do you have the Panther push way forward? Does got the 25 pounder. Firefly advance forward, does go down to the Henschel. Next, HS-129B3 is getting another streak around. I think it's going to hit the command tank. Or maybe not. Getting something else. Command ticket specialty 3. There goes this Firefly to a Henschel. Takes out the 25 pound as well. Time for the 25 pounder now. Actually, clearing station is still alive. That one does go down as well. The Brits is taking a massive beating. HQ Command truck. Seeing a bit more fire there. More Henschel strafing runs. A lot of those rounds are just being angled off in the distance. I got the M180 gun, Specialty 1, gain some chip damage on the Panther. Intersections do all fall back now. Got some drop, a drop bar, drop Piet. Do not have a priest here. That's going to throw in the Cinder Grenade there. Rifleman threw a frag onto the Hunter Grenadier. Does get a decent hit there. Rifleman squad does fall back. Hunter Grenadier squad will likely fall back soon. STG squad engaging. And this point has been decaptured and now scored. The Axis players do not have a lot of BPs remaining. Got more artillery ran in. Sector artillery in this sector. Creeping barrage somewhere. Armor car advancing forward. Maybe trying to hit the Hummel. Greyhound trying to hit the Hummel now. He does have enough munitions to off-map power shoot, so you may want to call that in. Does get a nice little line of sight block there. Hellcat turning forward, probably from off-map combat group, since that's a 50 cal upgraded. Does roll with bounce down the Panther. The Greyhound's going to go for the rear armor of the Panther now. Hellcat does finish off there, destroy engine crit there on the Hellcat. Does auto control there to Sector Artillery. Sector Artillery is now trying to hit the Greyhound. Next Sector Artillery round could take out the Greyhound. No, it took out the Hummel. So he does have the Bergentiga, right? Bergentiga still on the field. Does repair up this Panther. This Panther and Hummel can be recovered next. More artillery raining on in, trying to hit the VP. More artillery raining on in. Rifleman advancing on the flanks. Munition sector has been captured up. We also got the Soul Puff squad. We've seen a bit of fire there. 3 squads of riflemen advancing on forward. Now got the Hummel recovered. Does rotate around. Does take out the 2-2 there. More artillery barrage ring on in. The Panther carcass still at half health. Oh, did that Hummel went down immediately.
We are losing a sector.
More artillery raining on in. Panther firing away. Airburst rounds gain some damage onto the Panther, so is the M180 guns. As losing force on losing force there. It does get fully mobilized due to that sticky bomb there from the rifleman. And now the dude's seeing a bit of fire there. Oh, Hummel barrage does get a small hit there. And does got fire hold fire, or is gonna blow up his own 2-2. He heard something else get exploded. That 2-2 does go down, can be recovered by the Hummel. Or not Hummel, there, Bergentiga. One carcass does go down there. There's still another Panther carcass over here.
The enemy is attacking a petrol depot.
Martyr over on the flank. And looks like one of the X players do back of the game. So that's going to be the end of the replay.
25 points remain. We must secure the
Got to the ring in as well. And the VP is going to be running out before even the game kicks him out. This is Adam Gray saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. And sorry about getting that cinematic mode bug. It's so easy to click on the button when you try and turn on Fog of War. Ugh. Sorry about that. Well, I have time for one more replay tonight, so let's go ahead and do this one. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Company Heroes 1 replay. Spawn on the right side as the US forces with Phalanx. Spawn as the other US forces, we have Happiness. Spawn as the Wehrmacht forces, we have Brutal Hummel. And spawn as the other Wehrmacht player, we have Salo. Where's the Salo? We got Wehrmacht quarters being employed on Alp. We've got nothing right here at the moment. Additional squad of pioneers being employed on Alp. We do have these two engineers. And the first squad of riflemen being going to be deployed out relatively soon. Wehrmacht score is going up. And let's take a guess. What do y'all think? Volksgrenadiers, MG42, Schimmwagen, or motorcycle? I'm guessing MG42. That's Schimmwagen. I have never guessed that correct. Engineers now pushing their way down south. Munition sector here has been captured on up. And this munition sector is being eyed. Let's go behind some heavy cover first. Pioneers eyeing to capture these other sectors. Those are the Wehrmacht players eyeing for a bit more of a safer capture, going for the bottom half of the map. While this US player over here is trying to push forward with his engineers. Schimmwagen Type 166 now deployed on the field. US Rifleman Squad now deployed on the field, starting to make its way forward. MG42 now out on the way. I hear... What do I hear? I hear Pioneers versus Engineers. Time old enemies. Looks like Pioneers will capture the fuel point, and they will need to be forced back relatively soon. Does fall back now. Schimmwagen now advancing forward with the support of a Pioneer. Do not have this. Schimmwagen see a bit of damage there. Do down all the Volksgrenadiers push their way forward. We have a rifleman squad and two engineers in this region. Volksgrenadiers making their advance. The rifleman in the area, you can't really just advance forward like that. Got a US Jeep in the region as well. Over here, got some his teammates Wehrmacht pioneers in this region. Let's set up the MG42 facing down south. We got multiple Jeeps on this region. This player is starting to get overran. Up north, we got these pioneers playing some tank traps. And now this MG42 is starting to get flanked. Jeep received a small amount of damage there. Rifle squad should hit the MG42 down south. Pioneers, one squad does fall back. The Volksgrenadier is quite wounded. The other Pioneer squad will get easily overwhelmed once the Volksgrenadier fall back. Jeep knocking around these forces in the meantime. Pioneer squad and Volksgrenadier squad does fall back. So there's a Pioneer. Schimmwagen now advancing down south. Got the Pioneers and MG42s now making their way down south to support his teammate. Rifle squad seems quite a bit damage. Does fall back, trying to stop the Engineers now. Damage and crit there onto the Jeep. Could be pursued by the Pioneers. Or by the Schimmwagen. Trying to push these guys out of the capturer. It does get decaptured. Okay, we've got this Jeep and Rifle Squad engaging this Volksgrenadier close range, so the likes of the Volksgrenadiers will be forced back. Jeep now being pursued. MG42 set up in a bad position there. The Engineers could try overrunning it. Volksgrenadier squad is seeing quite a bit of damage. It does fall back now. And there goes the Jeep. Crushed Rifle Squad now push forward, get some damage on the Schimmwagen. MG42 may want to set on up and lured the Rifle Squad in with the Schimmwagen. The Jeep now being pursued by the Schimmwagen. Yeah, let's take out the Jeep now. Flamer Pioneer does get a bit of damage there onto the Schimmwagen. And now we do have this Rifle Squad getting suppressed by the MG42 with a score of the Schimmwagen. Flamer Engineer does get some good damage there on the Schimmwagen. MG42 is trying to set up. Trying to knock around the Flamethrower squad to prevent damage there from the Flamer. It does force him back now. Rifle Squad does fall back now. Rifleman squads now pushing their way down south. We do have these Volksgrenadiers and Wehrmacht sniper in the region. Ancient 42 setting it up. Bobio gets a good suppression there on the Rifleman squad. Does get one model kill and actually does not get suppression. They'll likely get wiped out now. Does get wiped out before packed up, so the gun is on the ground. Just play can claim it up. Schimmelwagen's in the region. Lost a Pioneer as well. Wehrmacht sniper firing some shots. Volksgrenadiers push way forward, trying to get some good damage. Of course, starting to get suppressed there. Volksgrenadiers does get forced back.
The Yankees are having our territory.
Volksgrenadiers now move around. Rifleman squad does fall back. Another Wehrmacht sniper now pulled on the field. His teammate right now has 2 Volksgrenadiers, handful of Pioneers, and an MG42 as the Schimmelwagen still alive. Oops, that's pause button. Wrong button. This US player does have a bunch of riflemen, 2 flame engineers, does get the weapon supports there, maybe I'm for a counter sniper. Counter sniper being pulled on out. And his teammate does not have a weapon support center yet, nor supply yard. Volker has now been pulled on the field. Alright, squad does see a bit of fire there. Rifle squad trying to overrun the sniper. Volksgrenadiers getting some good damage there. He may be eyeing for a shot on the retreat. Does not get a shot off on the retreat. So the Schimmelwagens may be trying to pursue the Rifleman squad. There is a landmine here, which the Schimmelwagen may find. Nope, it does not find.
We hold the initiative. At this rate, we'll be taking Berlin by Christmas. We're losing them as fast as we're getting them.
Construction is done.
Curiosity now pulling a field. Got some much needed healing for both players. And up here, we do not see a Trios Center there. We do looks like have another US sniper being pulled on out. It is a Grenade Warfare, actually. Not Grenade Warfare, 60mm mortar. Grenade Warfare is, of course, the Wehrmachts. Jeep now being salvaged, very nice. Over here, this Rifle squad does force back the Flamer Engineers. US 60mm mortar now deployed on the field. These forces trying to advance on forward. Does not get any shots off there. Schimmelwagen now trying to gauge this sniper close range. He's doing a good job of not getting hit by it. Schimmelwagen trying to run back and does find a landmine. This landmine has not been blown up. There is a Wehrmacht landmine, which something could find it very shortly, such as this Rifleman squad. Does get some great damage from the Rifleman squad there. Flamer Pioneers getting some great damage onto them as well. Schimmelwagen getting some damage over here. Volksgrenadiers severely wounded. Does have the casualty recovery bunker there. This Volksgrenadier squad needs reinforcement. Does get reinforcements there. We got For the Fatherland now active. So we do have a doctoral lock-in. We've got a lot of casualties being recovered as well. We may see a relatively fast Grenadier. Now we've got the artillery barrage. Let's get a good hit there onto those forces. Got a landmine here as well. Looks like both the medics, both medics have gone down. Trying to catch that munitions sector. This Rifleman squad is not really behind cover at the moment. And over here, we do now the Flamer Pioneers. They may find this landmine. There goes that 60mm mortar. Schimmelwagen received quite a bit of damage there, falling back. Not have his engine crit at the moment. Sniper shots there into the Rifleman. Comcraft Center now deployed on the field. Do now have a supply yard going on out. We now have a Pack 38 being deployed on out. Novia got the Schimmelwagen, still severely damaged. Does have a damage to crit now. These forces are getting suppressed by the MG42s. Snipers engaging away. Do we see any counter snipers just yet? We do have one sniper on the field, has one kill. May have not been a sniper because I still see two snipers on the field. Do I now have a supply yard completed?
We are losing a sector.
And now do you have the tank depot going out and not a motor pool? Teammate currently not deployed out anything just yet. He also has no doctrine, a visible doctrine selected. His teammate does have the infantry doctrine. Volkswagen is now advanced forward, trying to get some good damage. We've got another landmine here. US sniper finds another shot there. Not eyeing for a counter snipe at the moment. Good shot there on the rifleman. Schimmelwagen does find the landmine, defusing it. Another landmine still here, which the Wehrmacht snipers could find. Supply yard has been completed, so both the US players now have the supply yard. For me to see the supply yard upgrade as well, he may be eyeing for a bit more infantry player for his infantry doctrine. Volks Grenadiers and Rugged Grenadiers push way forward. We got their rifleman squad behind some light and heavy cover there. This rifleman squad advancing forward. These forces are focusing firing on this rifleman. Rifleman now at Veteran C1, but we got Veteran C1 forces here as well. MG42 sitting on up, trying to get some good damage there before the fatherland activated. The Grenadier squad does fall back. Volks Grenadiers do not receive suppression just yet. Sniper shot there on the rifleman. Got a bit of the landmine trying to be pulled on out. Wehrmacht snipers do find a shot there. It decides to fall back, both of them. Pack 30 could be spotted there. We've got artillery barrage running on it. It's off that power shoot. Engineers and riflemen trying to crew the Pack 38. We've got the Flamer Pioneers in this region as well. Well, the fatherland has been reactivated there. Got a level 1 production now. Now got this Pioneer squad does fall back. Volks Grenadiers way forward.
Artillery support is now available.
Now we got the off-map power shoot. Oh no, that's the M2 now available. Rifle squads are down to minimal members and need to fall back sooner rather than later. Flamer needs some good damage onto them. So he's trying to base order for Rifleman and another Flamethrower. Flame Engineer does respect the Flamer Pioneer. Flame Engineer gets some good damage on the Flamer Pioneers. Now we do have a Sherman tank upgraded 50 cal now advanced forward. It did take a bit of damage. We're seeing hits by the Pack 38. Now the rifle squads do fall back. There's a Wehrmacht landmine there, which the MG42 captured. MG42 did not find. Wehrmacht snipers advance forward. Does get a good hit there onto the Sherman tank. Pack 38. Get more damage. Does take out that Flamer Pioneer of one good shot. Bunker trying to be deployed out there, like it's going to be an MG bunker. It's going to see a bit of damage there. It does cancel it. Let's see. This US player does have armor doctrine selected. Currently has one Sherman tank severely damaged. Does have the Allied war machines, was eyeing for the Calliopes likely. This person is the one who's gone for defensive. Is going to get 2 support units. So maybe I see some nipple warfers in the future. M2 start running on in. Another flamethrower complete. Flame warfer. And for this player, he has gone for Blitzkrieg and he's going down for the manpower blitz. He does also have the Panzer Command available, so we're going to eye for mass tanks. Ooh, great hit on the Grenadiers. Let's lose the Grenadier. Volks Grenadiers severely wounded. Panther already deployed on the field. Does take out a Sherman tank there. Does use Allied War Machine to get it recovered. There is an injury crit there on the Panther. Flamer Pioneers pushing forward with the regular Pioneers. These Volksgrenadiers are still sticking around. And now we do have this Pioneer squad does fall back. Flamer Pioneers do force back the Rifleman squad. Does drop a bar. Does pick up the bar. Now the MG42 is starting to fire. Okay, that is a Wehrmacht landmine. And those are 2 sniper hits onto the MG42.
The Yankees are grabbing our territory.
And he may lose that MG42. But it does throw a shot there onto the Rifleman. Does hit there on the Rifleman squad.
Sharpshooter here.
M2, I think eyeing for a barrage over here. Heard a sound. If he's trying to hit those snipers now.
The enemy advances.
May want to go for Vet 1 support units for him. He doesn't have any in the Kampfgruppe Center deployed on the field. He really needs to get out the Vet 1 support units just to make sure these snipers get a bit of health regen. He also needs that engine repair on the Panther. It is almost fully repaired, but the engine's not repaired. Off on power shoot raining on in. Does get a good hit there on the bunker. Does sort of get a free Grenadier from it. Now we've got the field point under siege, in which the Blitzkrieg player does actually need it. Firm tank does take out that, was that a... I think that was a sniper that may have went down, the US sniper. The US person who has deployed out US snipers does not have any more. Good hit there on the Schimmenwagen. Panther's trying to advance his way forward. There's still a US landmine right here. I got these forces push way forward. I'm sort of curious if these Wehrmacht snipers will find a landmine.
Victory point under siege. The Germans are moving in.
Volksgrenadiers getting a bit of damage there. Rifleman squad's push way forward.
Grab the cut forward supply line.
US may find a landmine there. Does find the landmine. Does blow up a Volksgrenadier a little bit.
Enemy unit down.
He blew up his own Volksgrenadiers with that stick grenade. Does wipe out that Rifleman squad there. Does drop a bar there. Takes out both those Rifleman squads. So he trade 1 Volksgrenadier for 2 Riflemen. Probably a good trade. They want to pick up the bar. You can also upgrade that squad of an MG42 to really make it a similar role. Schimmenwagen annihilated by the base MGs.
Enemy unit down. We're losing a strategic sector.
I've got the Flamer Pioneer capturing this fuel point. I've got this rocket squad and the US sniper falling back. The US sniper may go down the Schimmenwagen, but it's just a little bit too wounded to pursue. Both Grenadiers engage and Red Grenadiers trying to engage that MG42. Red Grenadiers could throw a stick grenade, but they're just getting annihilated. They do fall back. Got some hits there by the pair of Panthers. We got a Panther, 2 Panther squad by the Blitzkrieg player. And that Grenadier did not pick up that bar there. Flamer Engineers getting some good damage there on that Rifleman. And this Volksgrenadier needs to fall back sooner rather than later. Does get on the bad side of the house, may get wiped out. Trying to hit the US, the Wehrmacht medic. Does take out wipe out Volksgrenadiers. These squads are getting suppressed. From taking off the way forward, he does currently have on just the 1 Sherman tank. Volksgrenadiers push away for Riflemen pushing their way forward to engage the Volksgrenadiers. M2 does roll a bounce down to the Panther. Grenadiers push way forward, get a good hit there onto the Rifle Squad. Rifle Squad now falling back. Flamer Engineers fall back as well. MG42 starting to be engaged by the Panther. We've got a good number of US forces advanced forward, and these ones landmines. This person's not going for level 2 production. His teammate has got just level 1. Panthers push way forward. There's no real anti-tank threat in this region. Does get Fetch C1 as tanks, very good. One of the snipers have gone down. He does have extra manpower bullets. He does also have not exactly great fuel at the moment. Does get a hit there onto these Panthers. Rifleman squad getting some shots there. We've got 2 US snipers here. More artillery raining on in, trying to hit the casually covered bunker there. And then we do also have a flak 88 here as well. Flak 88 is beyond this ridge, so missed shots will just hit the ground, but hit shots will do some good work. And now do have, I think it's going to be a repair bunker. Does have enough munitions for a manpower bullets. Now I do have the Flak 88 receiving a bit of fire there. Do have an MG42 in garrison inside this building, but there's an MG42 bunker there. So a stick grenade there, force him out of the garrison.
We have 300 points left.
Flamer Pioneers trying to clear out that garrison now. Oh, here we've got these riflemen and Flame Engineers. Rifleman squad advance forward to see a bit of fire there. Does get annihilated by the Panthers. Repair section has been completed. Now we've got the Rifleman squad and Flame Engineers now advancing down south. German tank has seen a bit of fire. Does activate Blitzkrieg there, so it's not eyeing for any manpower blitz at the time being. German tank does go down. There's a lot of other opportunities we can see here, but of course he does not know about the opportunities. Volkswagen designed to capture that point there. We've got this MG42 saying no. There's also a landmine right next to it. More artillery barrages in this region. Looks like the bunker does go down. Casualty recovery bunker eyeing for its 3rd casualty. Now got registered artillery being brought on in. Here, oh, Calliope barrage. I don't know why I thought that was Firestorm. Now we've had the Flak 8 quite damaged right there. Thinks that Ridge Light is able to take minimal damage. Grenadiers see a bit of fire there. Do got the engineers being forced on back. Flamer Pioneers push way forward, try and get some good damage onto this Rifleman squad. And 1AT gun with a Rifleman over here. MG42 is set on up. Chimvagen trying to pursue these US snipers. Maybe we'll finish off one of them. Does finish off one of the US snipers. This US sniper needs to get inside the garrison. Does see a bit of fire there. Does retaliate. Seeing a bit of fire there. The US sniper maybe will win this duel. Does roll a bounce there. Sherman tank coming on forward, but there's also a Panther in tow. Sherman tank does take up the Schimmenwagen. And the US Rifleman squad does fall back. Got a Panzer IV on the field since this has only been finding 1s and 2s of armor. The Panzer IV will hit armor and infantry. May want to go with some more tank efficiency. Does have the Knights Crossroads on the field. His teammate has deployed on Ostwins. Both of them has the Panzer Command deployed on the field. Rifleman squads pushing forward. Does get this munitions sector secured up. Very nice. You have this munitions sector not secured. This one's not secured. And when AT gun way forward, he's gone for defensive. He does not have access to 28cm rocket barrage. Does get a good hit there on the Pioneers. We got one entire Pioneer squad. Observation post will go down shortly. And there goes the M10.
Secure sector is under attack.
Panzer IV pushing way forward, getting some good damage on the MG42. MG42 does back out the garrison. And there goes that MG42. Grenadiers pushing way forward and get some good damage. Got the Flamer Engineer and the Rifleman squad engaging. Rifleman squad now Efficiency 3. Gets good hits there with the Ostwind. So just Efficiency 1. Efficiency 2 is on the way. We're gonna get these Panthers pintle mounts. Oh, that's the wrong player though. His teammate has not gone for additional efficiency at the moment.
We have gained the momentum on the field.
Got some more artillery barrages raining on in. And now got this Flamer Pioneer being forced on back.
Reserves hold an assault force lines. The redeployment location.
Stu can now be brought on
The
in.
enemy is seizing our territory.
Stu wouldn't be half bad help keep the central VP secured. Rifleman squad and Flamer Engineers try to push them down south. Got Flamer Pioneers to clear out the garrison. Over here, got the 2 US snipers firing away. Knights Crossroads receiving damage.
Target destroyed.
German tank making soft retreat away. So got a landmine, AT gun, and a pair of US snipers here. He has rebuilt a US sniper. Get some good hits there on those Volks or regular Grenadiers. Flamer Engineers inside the garrison. I hear Calliope barrage running on in. He's good damage. Does nail that Flak 88, but the gun itself doesn't really take a lot of damage or at all. One of the Pioneers do go down to the US snipers, but now the Flak 88 has been built. The gun itself is actually a little bit damaged there. Flak 88 finds a shot over here. Does roll. Gets out of angle there to those AT guns. Flak 88 does get decrewed, but we're going to see more artillery fire now. Flak 88's almost down. Panthers now blitzing on 4. Got the AT gun in this region. Got the 3 Panthers here. And now efficiency 2, so I have access to pintle mounts. German tank does go down. He could try to focus on the M1 AT gun. He's going to focus on the M1 AT gun. There's a lot of extra pintle mounts here for fire support. Flak 88 has not been destroyed. Grenadiers are seeing some sniper hits. His teammate right now has a decent amount of manpower, good amount of munitions, and some amount of fuel. He could get out some more of his own tanks. The armor player does have a small amount of manpower, munitions, and plenty of fuel. Flak 88 does go down, and the infantry player does have a small amount of manpower, fuel, and a good amount of munitions. Also, you see competitive fire there from the M1AT gun. Calliope barrage raining on in, gets good hits. Well, the Grenadiers is currently suppressed. Panzer IV finds some shots as well. Gets good hits there onto those riflemen. We have 3 M2s, so soon to be 3. Artillery raining on in. These are all repair Pioneers. This Flak 88 does get decrewed. You know, these snipers now are running away. Sherman tank making its way forward. Flamer engineers trying to get some damage onto these Knights crossholders. And the Panzer IV is seeing a bit of fire as well. Warframen now eyeing for a barrage in this region. Knights crossholders do get suppressed there. The central VP does get decaptured. The Austrian does barely escape on out of there. Panzer IV is a little bit wounded, but nothing too significant. 3 Panthers here, all of them fully healed. Here, a Calliope barrage is now raining on in. The Austrian is out of the area. There's going to be a lot of damage there. The casualty cover bunker does go down. The Panzer IV may go down relatively shortly to an 80 gunshots. May get destroyed crit there rather than death crit. Panthers now push way forward. Panthers now going to focus down the AT gun. AT gun's almost destroyed. Panzer IV's main gun is still destroyed. Not getting repaired at the moment. Rifle squad trying to push its way forward. Probably has sticky bombs research. Yes, sticky bombs have been thrown. One rifle squad does get wiped out. And we have Veteran C3 on these Panthers now. As crossforce advance forward, there's Veteran C2. And Austrian is currently still alive. Panzer IV getting repaired on up. Panzer IV received another good splash hit there. Both of them may not get wiped out.
Enemy unit down.
And there goes that repair pioneer. Panthers have been repaired, so I'm pushing way forward. Sherman tank now receives some fire. There's still this landmine for the US player. As also trying to decapture Central VP. The Captain 42 is going to try to stop them. We have a fair amount of sniper here. Let's say rolled a miss, and massive hits there onto the MG42.
The Huns are taking our territory.
Wehrmacht sniper is advancing, or US sniper is advancing on forward. Wehrmacht sniper is advancing on back.
Our forces are taking
And I'll receive some artillery barrages there. VIP barrage raining on in, suffering with the Panther. Panthers see a bit of damage there. More artillery raining on in. Back 38 almost destroyed the gun. Black 88 can be recruited. Grenadiers getting overrun by these riflemen squad does fall back now. Over here, the rifleman squad and the flame engineers advancing on forward. Actually, the flame engineers trying for a landmine does receive a miss there, but may have been spotted. Got some repairs onto the Panthers now. Yep, does destroy the land. Look, the landmine was built, or maybe interrupted. Engineers do fall back now. As crossholders may find that landmine very shortly. There's snipers advancing on forward, and 4-2 getting hit. AT gun hits there as well. Nice crossholders receive a bit of wounded action.
The enemy is down to 200 points.
M1 AT gun now deployed on the field. We got a damage crit there onto the Panzer IV. The Sherman tank appears to have gone down.
Lost it.
Designates a landmine there. Sniper received a splash damage. AT gun does get decrewed. So at least looks like there's 2 Warframens. Rifleman squad heading down south. We do not have this. Austrian receive a bit of damage as well. Rolls a bounce there onto the AT gun. US snipers right here. The VPs are currently captured up by the Allies, and the Axis players are counting down. It looks like some of the repair pioneers do go down here. More artillery coming on in, register artillery as well. Black Hawks and Austrian still has its gun working. Engine's not working all too great. Another sticky bomb there. Now it's not working even more, or the same. Flame Engineers do fall back. Panthers see a bit of fire there. Now do have these Riflemen and Flame Engineers pushing down south. Goodness there on the ET gun, does get it decrewed. Nice crossbows push way forward. MG42 firing away. Nice crossbows does decrew the MG42. Warfremen's getting some good hits on the AT gun as well.
AT here.
US snipers rotating around. Panthers see a bit of fire. The infantry player should have enough command points to get out off-map combat groups. He may want to do that. But he's at a little bit pop cap. Doesn't have enough population space for it. The armor player does have a bit of munitions and manpower to work with. Does have field repair as well. Rifle squad does fall back. The defensive player has really no munitions and especially no manpower at the moment. Nor does he have much deployed out in the field. While the Blitzkrieg player does have a lot of Panthers and a Panzer IV out in the field. Right now, Panzer IV is not pushing me forward. You can probably plop the Panzer IV down this sector there to make sure it doesn't go get decaptured. Rifle squads do get a stick bomb there. Does get fully immobilized. Wehrmacht snipers here to protect. Does use Allied War Machine now. Fly barrage running on and trying to hit the other Panthers. Ain't got a short crit there. Does take out the M10. I think that was actually the fly piece that took it out. This Panther's gun's still going though. M10's see a bit of fire there. Does use Blitzkrieg. Does use the Panther. And Spore does put on in as well. And this Panther does go down as well. Henceforth, Blitzkrieg in forward. The landmine here does not get tripped. AT gun does get fully destroyed. Rifle squad now seems hits there. There's actually a 4 HQ deployed up by the US player as well. Rifle squad push way down south. Black Idiot finds a shot there.
Heavy assault forces ready. Deploy at your convenience.
And now do have a Tiga Panzer available with another 20 manpower to go. He also is pretty close for another manpower blitz. Panzer IV is a little bit wounded, has a bit of health though to work with. Rifle squad trying to decapture this point now. Rifle squad does throw a grenade there, getting some good hits there, wipes out the Knights crossholders. And Panzer IV does not decapture the point there. Panzer IV is in the region now. Panther getting some shots there on these M10s. There are currently 3 M10s on the field. Helping them a little bit damage. Let's use field repair now. Oh, that's just being repaired up manually by these engineers. He does have enough resources for field repair. Does find a landmine there with the Tiga Panzer. Does get damage to the crit. Has plenty of health to work with. YP barrage raining on in. Should be able to soften the Tiger tank quite a bit.
Hitting one of our forward emplacements. Trying to take our territory.
M10 can't really advance forward with the Tiger tank, even though it has a damage engine crit. Engineers are going to see some more Tiger tank shots there. Rolls and miss. Wehrmacht sniper still picking some pop shots. Does roll a miss on the retreating Wehrmacht sniper. Flame engineers pushing down south as well. We now have these Knights crossers push way forward.
Our forces are taking casualties.
And does get some great damage there. Does throw a frag grenade there. Doesn't blow up any of his own Rifleman models there. And does go ahead and use the for the fatherland at building now. He does have plenty of command points. He should have enough command points for the 28cm rocket barrage. Just really lacking munitions for it. Does have a bit of manpower and fuel to work with as well. He could perhaps deploy out the Panzer IV or Panther himself. He does have at least efficiency 2. I'm not sure about efficiency 3. Here's some artillery raining on in. Getting hit there. Got some artillery raining on in. IP barrage raining on in, trying to get some damage. Does get some damage onto the Panzer IV. The Panzer IV is taking a bit of a beating. Panzer IV may go down. Does survive. YP not going to be hit by this Panther. Nice crossroads trying to deal with the 30 cal inside this garrison. There's also another, I think that's the captured MG42 there. So I think he has Knights, not Knights crossover, off-map combat group. Yes, he does have off-map combat group. AT gun getting some shots on in. Tiger tank has been repaired on up. Panther is a little bit wounded. Getting field repair activated onto his forces now. A lot of his forces are quite damaged. This will help him top them off. Another Warframe barrage in this region. Rifleman squads advancing on forward. Rolls a bounce there. Does get a hit there onto the Tiger tank. Flame Engineers get some hits there onto these Knights crossholders. Knights crossholders getting some good damage there. One rifle squad does throw that grenade. Gets some good damage there. Does get fetched to C1. Rifle squad is still firing away.
Enemy unit down.
Here's some artillery barrage raining on in. Got the rifle squad being captured at this point there. Repair bunkers getting hit. Got 3 Warframe half tracks there. Nice crossholders trying to stop the point from being captured. Panzer IV could just sit on that point. Now got Pershing deploying the field. M10 supports bow. M10 almost down. YIPs annihilates the Panther. Tiger tank receiving massive amounts of fire as well. Let's use Allied War Machine now. Throws a round into the carcass.
Weapon crew lost.
Has Allied War Machine. This might want to be a bit suicidal there. Does lose it either way. I think it was the Warframe barrage. Pershing now seeing hits there by the Flak 88. The central VP, Southern VP has been captured by the US forces. They have double captured in their favor. The central point is just currently neutral. Got a 30 cal emplacement here. Needs some repairs, however. And register artillery is now raining on in. And as makes advance, Sherman tank will see a bit of damage. Pershing does see the bounce there. Multiple pins there onto the Panther, and the Pershing see the damage as well. Sherman tank may need to get some repairs as well. He could go for 76mm upgrade. He's lacking manpower and munitions, and has plenty of fuel though. He has no engineers as well. Not to rely on his teammate for repairs. He's getting out engineer squad now. Another Calliope barrage ring in, which may get some good hits there onto these repair engineers. Yes, they do. Now we do have a Vet 3 Sherman Calliope.
Enemy unit down.
Okay, so good hits there. Nice crossroads, see a bit of fire there. Sherman tank, of course, is still very wounded. Pershing severely wounded. He needs a little bit more, another minute's worth of munitions to get out a field repair. Does roll a bounce down the Tiger tank. Rolls another bounce there. Does get a sticky bomb off. He's trying to repair the Pershing combat. Does get damage to crit there. M10 firing away at the high ground. So far, just a lot of bounce down the Tiger tank. And supports don't get overran. Does receive a sticky bomb there. Of course, there's a repair bunk in the region. Though it looks like all the repair pioneers may be dead. Another artillery barrage running on in. These forces are seeing the damage there. The US engineers are repairing up, are still alive. They're just falling back. These forces do fall back as well. Over here, got the Warframe half tracks falling back. One of these repair bunkers is still quite damaged. His teammates just constantly pounding him. Have enough manpower for another off-map combat group. And support receiving some more damage. AT gun does go down. Rifleman squad does manage to throw a sticky bomb there. Does not get any additional damage, engine damage. As Crosshair trying to capture the southern point. Panther's trying to stop him. Warframe Barrage running on in, does fall back. The defensive player does have not a lot of manpower, some munitions to work with, enough for our register artillery, and plenty of fuel for the rest of the game. His teammate has a bit of manpower, no munitions, a bit of fuel. He's also at pop cap, so he can't really deploy anything more units. Eyeing for Knights Cross Soldiers. He doesn't have any Pioneers, just have a lot of armor and Knights Cross Holders. Do not have a field repair being activated. He desperately didn't need that. Now quickly top off all their healths, ready for another engagement. He does take out that NG squad. Private squad trying to decapture the central point there. The VP is starting to be deactivated. These fuel points starting to be deactivated. Warfman's May for a barrage. Knights Cross Soldiers starting to be resistant fire there from the riflemen. German tank with a 76mm now upgraded. Warfman's now really eyeing for these rifle squads. He does avoid most of it. Some of them think we hit. There's a Veteran C2, Veteran C3 rifleman squad here. And Sport trying to get some hits there. Macy's sticky bomb onto the Warfman half tracks. Does get fully mobilized there. The sticky bomb may take this one out. The short engine crit there. He can perhaps put some small arms fire into it. He needs to focus down with the small arms fire. Got everything being crit up by the Pioneer. Does next sticky bomb there. Assume it's going to be death crit. Should finish it off. Nope, does not get death crit there. Needs to focus down with small arms fire. 5 barrage running on in. Let's get another sticky bomb off. That may finish it off.
Germans receiving enemy.
It does finally take it out. It should have been took it out a long time ago, honestly. Pershing, and now the M10s make their way forward. German 76 on the flank as well. Rolls a miss there. Gets a hit there. Rolls a bounce for Pershing. Warfman Barrage running on in. Shrimp getting repaired on the front line. Does not have enough munitions for field repair, nor for Allied War Machine. German tank should have been backing off a long time ago. 5 barrage raining on in. M10's firing away. Does roll a miss there onto the Sherman tank. Damage and crit there. Does get a hit there onto the M10. Tiger tank may go down. 110 away from death. 1 death crit, I should say.
We have a secured sector under attack.
Rolls a miss there. Now sequence fire there. Main gun destroyed there. He can use field repair. Does use field repair there, but does still lose it either way. Tiger tank not going to see some flight barrage there. Does take it out.
Enemy unit down.
He could try to focus down this Panther tank with another Calliope. The other one maybe on cooldown. And does take out the Panther there with the AT gun, his teammate. As forward, just may want to just camp the flank, make sure nothing advances. It can take some sticky bombs. The Warframe Barrage running on in. Sherman 76 advancing on forward. Rifle squads maybe eyeing for a sticky bomb there on this Panther. As Crossroads advancing forward, getting some damage there on these riflemen. Right now, the Knights Cross Holders, one does get wiped out. They're only Veteran C1, and these riflemen squad are Veteran C3, so they're just ripping apart those Knights Cross Holders.
Our forces are taking casualties.
That's 4 push away forward. The wounded fire from the squad does fall back. The other one's not falling back to mode. Another Calliope barrage raining on in. Knights Crossers are pushing way forward, engaging the riflemen. Another Calliope barrage coming up in. Does take out one of the Panthers there. Calliope rockets hitting. Wolfram barrage over here, trying to take out the forward HQ. Forward HQ still stands for now. Tiger Tank advancing forward. Sherman 76 healed up quite a bit. AT gun efficiency 2 severely damaged. It's the Sherman 76 there. AT gun does get a good hit there. Pershing finds a hit. Large short artillery is going to rain on in. And looks like Tiger Tank will back out on time. Oh, no. Looks like the AT gun may have angle here. It may have angle there. Nope, it does not. It was forced by the ground. Sherman 76. And Pershing advance forward. May got a short crit there. The Pershing gets a kill. That will get him Veterancy 1. And Veterancy on the Sherman, on the Pershing is very important. Does get a damage crit there on the Panzer IV, just getting overran. Does look like some mortar smoke from the infantry player. He might have got a mortar from the offensive combat group. He also had pop cap supply, that's why a lot of these squads are not reinforced. Warfman barrage is raining on in. Does back away in time. And now the Panzer IV is going to get repaired on up. This one has been recaptured. There's Volkswagen trying to recapture it. There's also a drop bar. 5P rocket barrage trying to hit that Panzer IV. It does take it out. Fresh Tiga Panzer now employed on the field. Panthers, Tiger Tank. Pershing's not repaired up just yet. How much munitions does he have? Has enough for a field repair. Could use it. Does have the 76mm and the Pershing. His teammate has AT gun veterancy 2s on the reach as well. 5P barrage trying to soften these units. Panther push way forward. Maybe he'll find this Sherman Calliope. Sherman 76 is a bit of fire there. Maybe good time to use field repair. Sherman takes severely damaged. Can't really lose that Pershing. Veterancy 1 is something you don't want to lose. Pershing needs to stay back. Maybe see some more fire from this Panther. Rolls a miss. Does use field repair there, trying to get some repairs. The AT gun from his teammate could get some shots off. Will get some shots off. Sherman 76 getting some good flanking shots there. Got another Sherman 76 here. He may lose the Pershing. May got a short crit there, but the field repair may repair it. Calliope. Wait, that's his Calliope. Don't know why I was thinking, but the Calliope barrage does roll, misses there. He's trying to stop him from advancing. The Calliope may go down. The Sherman 76 will get some rear arm hits.
Enemy unit down.
Pershing's still pretty far from being repaired. And the Sherman 66 could engage the Tiger Tank. The Panther's a little bit wounded there. Couple hits on the Sherman 76. The Sherman 76 still has some good hits on the rear armor of the Tiger Tank. Calliope barrage running on in. He's trying to focus on the Tiger Tank since he has a lot of good angle onto it. Damage and crit there from the Calliope. He's trying to throw a sticky bomb there. Sherman 76 rolls a bounce there. Sticky bomb does connect. Both these Panthers quite wounded. Rush on 10 on field. Destroyed engine crit there. 76 rolls a bounce. They still have full health. And there's the pen there from the Sherman 76. That triple I put in the efficiency 2 and 10 from his teammate advancing on forward. His own M10's pushing forward as well. Rolls a couple bounce there. Does get this. The infantry player's M10. Take now efficiency 2. Well, no, just efficiency 1. Rifle squad does need to fall back as well. Gets a hit there. Grenade has been thrown. Over here, this nice crossroad is pushing up north, trying to go over the VP. The X-Player's down to 90 tickets. Warfman barrage now raining on in. Focus some hits there. Does take up the mortar team. Another Another Calliope barrage running in. These Panthers are both, especially this one, does not go down. Both quite wounded. Pershing efficiency 1. The infantry player does have a lot of manpower stored up, not enough population
Losing a
space for the
victory
off-map
point.
combat group.
We are losing a victory point.
So it's 3 M2 spawn field. The defensive player is the Blitzkrieg player, but uses munitions quite well. Defensive player has not been able to. He's not selected the 28cm rocket barrage. He definitely has enough command points for it, just doesn't have enough munitions to call it in. He may want to pull out a sniper or camouflage it and then sneak his way forward, bringing the 28cm rocket barrages there onto those M2s.
What's on target? Yes.
Calliope rocket barrage, not Calliope's, Warfman rocket barrage trying to hit these area. Will roll a large number of misses there. The armor player does have good efficiency on some of his vehicles. Has a Vet 1 M10, Vet 1 Pershing, and a Vet 1 Sherman. Reference squad's now trying to hide for the Southern VP. Reference squad's now making their advance. Folks Grenadiers see a bit of fire there, and now do have the War from the half tracks. Tanks and 4 Calliope's do get some damage onto the Tiger tank. May want to eye for a sticky bomb with that one. These rifle squads push way forward. Got another awesome one here. He does. This is the defensive player. His only efficiency 2 does get a sticky bomb. Pioneers see a bit of fire there.
Enemy unit down.
And now this rifle squad does fall back. This Volks Grenadiers see a bit of fire there. Warfman and Barrage just running on in. And this push way forward, we've got these forces here. They're all quite wounded. Pershing severely damaged. He does almost have enough munitions for a feudal prayer. He probably needs to use it. Calliope barrage running on in. Does lose the M10. Feudal prayer has been activated. Pershing stays alive, received a bounce. Sherman's M6 getting some good rear armor hits there. Rolls a missile to Pershing. I think it's able to sustain a shot now. Calliope receiving hits. Calliope's course will be a good damage sponge with the Alpha Feudal Repair active. That's going to rearm hit there. Pershing faints forward. Feudal Repair has been worn off. The other team 6 getting some good rearm hits there. Those Steven miss there. And there goes the Panther to the Pershing that may get an efficiency 2, maybe efficiency 3.
Enemy unit down.
Efficiency 2. Sherman takes advance forward. The Axis players on the 20 tickets to double capture against them. They're trying to capture the southern point. The central point is being captured on up.
The enemy is down to
Warfman Barrage running on in. Got off-map combat group there getting an AT gun and a M10 and a Greyhound. There's Pershing for sure. Panther's almost down, but they'll stick with the M10. And the Pershing's now veteran C3. Got a single capture in favor of the allies. Axis players do manage to get a point now. Pershing may get a shot off on that Panther. Does get a shot off the Panther. Now needs it back on out of there. Very far forward. Tiger tank trying to get a hit. Rolls a bounce there himself. This Sherman tank may get destroyed. Rifle squad now advancing on forward. But this Sherman tank there. Rifleman squad's eyeing for past a sticky bomb. Now got another Warfman barrage there. Maybe it'll take up the Pershing depending where it lands. Calliope barrage is running on in. Soft up the entire region. And does lose the Tiger tank to the Calliope barrages there. He does lose the Sherman tank, but the Pershing stays alive. That's the important asset.
enemy unit down.
Rifle squad does not capture the point. Pershing needs to stay back and repairs. These rifle squads need to capture this point. As well as pick up this Knights Cross Orders now at Veteran C3. Rest artillery raining on in. And one of the awesome ones to go down to this AT gun, giving him some Veteran C1. It's getting flanked though. We also have a Greyhound to support out the AT gun, which may draw some fire for him. Doesn't appear to draw some fire for him. Great hit there onto the AT gun. There's a forward flak 88. Gunner killed. Wolfman Barrage remaining on in. Looks like he will miss the repairing engineers. 4 models at the moment. And the Sherman take Royal Steve on this there. At this point, it's being counted down. The Axis players have about 10 tickets remaining. This may be a good time for off-on power shoot. Does not have X off-on power shoot. If all the M2s just start firing right there, that'd probably be good. Pershing's advancing forward. He may want to focus on the Knights crossholders. And does not get the point does get decaptured. The armor players engineers could recapture the point. A bit of fire there. He's at 100 munitions. His armor player does have 150 munitions there. Does lose the Sherman tank. Rifleman squad now trying to decapture this point or recapture the point. M10 now advancing along the flank, does take out the Oswin there. Greyhound here to support, so this point is actually under threat now. Getting that point decaptured could end the game as well. Rifleman squad advancing forward, trying to capture this point. German tank and Pershing advancing forward. Tiger tank trying to stop them. Seeing good hit there. Greyhound and M10 advancing forward. There is an MG bunker here. Rifleman squad is now flooding into this direction. And the point's been captured up, and that's likely going to be game. Another M10 deployed on the field. We have Knights crossholders trying to decapture this point. There's 2 members there, severely wounded. And focus the Knights crossholders. He's focusing the Knights crossholders there. Calliope Barrage raiding on in as well. And that's game. And they also got the southern point decaptured as well. This is Antigrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. So, it's getting a little bit late now, so that's probably going to be my last replay for tonight. So everyone, thank you for watching, have a good evening, and get some good rest. Enjoy. Oh, I just saw your last comment there. Yep, it was a good game. Everyone, enjoy.